Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar Friday night. Big slate of NBA games. We are back with 6 of my favorite plays, including some of my favorite value plays on the slate. We've got some correlations on some games I want to stack. A couple guys I think are vastly underpriced, and a beast tonight I think absolutely goes ham tonight. Who are we talking about? Time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Talking some NBA, huge slate of games, ton of injuries, and we have narrowed it down to 6 of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by, hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar, and checking out today's video. Before we get into the plays in the NBA, first thing, thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. You like hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. That's all we are asking in return. Take a second, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell, and check out our props and pick'em package. The link in the description of the video. The prop market, very exploitable right now, and guys have been killing it in all of the major sports. So go and check that out. That link, again, in the description of the video. All right, let's get into it. A ton of injuries to navigate. If we have to make any changes, we will do so in the comment section. That comment will be pinned right up top. We'll also post something over on Twitter at Beermakersfan. All right, let's start with a guy I think is very underpriced right now. That's point guard, shooting guard, Anthony Simons of Portland. You guys know, if you've been hanging out in the Fantasy Bar, love me some Anthony Simons, and these prices just too low. And it makes sense from the site's perspective, just coming back from injury, just that one game under his belt. But to me, this guy's an $8,000 plus player on both sites. We're getting him under $7,000. So let's take advantage while we have this opportunity. We also have injuries here with Portland. Jeremy Grant already listed as out. We saw Malcolm Brogdon leave that game early. He's listed as questionable here. And the matchup, pristine. Dallas really struggling with guards, both point guards and shooting guards. We're talking bottom 10 in fantasy points allowed this season. I think Simons, the focal point of this offense, too cheap. Let's buy low here on Anthony Simons. All right, let's go down low and get my favorite center. Up next, we are rolling with Clint Capella of Atlanta. Now, first take, a lot of people are going to say, matchup with Philly, Joel Embiid, that's going to scare him away. Don't be one of those people. This is definitely a spot that we can attack here. Let's talk about the game itself. 240.5 point total in this one. The last game against Philly, 17 points, 11 rebounds for Clint Capella. So Joel Embiid, yes, can cause foul trouble, can cause issues for opposing centers, but Capella's been on a nice roll, and I think that continues here tonight. 8 or more rebounds now in 7 straight games. Double-doubles, 4 of them in his last 9 games. I think he does it here once again, and great value, just $6K over on DraftKings. All right, want to go back to the well, and a guy we had on Wednesday. We're talking point guard, Coby White. So Zach LaVine going to be out for a while. It's good news here for Coby White. I'm going to continue to roll him out there until the prices get to a level I think they should be at. And 7,100, 7,400 to me are not it. Very, very productive with this additional time, usage, and shot attempts. 39 or more DraftKings points now in 4 of his last 5 games. And we know the Spurs, one of the worst defensive teams in all of basketball against point guards. We're talking bottom 5 in the entire league in points allowed, assists allowed, and fantasy points allowed. All the things Coby White does well. I think he racks up another 40 to 50 point DraftKings point game here for you tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. All right, let's go to the other side of that game. I think that one is stackable with some correlation and some value at small forward, power forward with Cheick Osman of the Spurs. The Osman entered the starting lineup here for the Spurs, and I don't think the prices have caught up here either. So another buy low, and a guy that can do a lot of different things on the court. 32 minutes in that start form was a season high and contributed across almost the entire stat sheet. 6, 8, 6, and 2 against Minnesota. Now we get a matchup with the Chicago Bulls. We're talking bottom 10 in fantasy points allowed to both small forwards and power forwards. So Osman, one of those glue guys, the finishers of your lineup or as a part of the stack in this game. Great value here tonight on Cheick Osman. All right, let's stay in the mid-range at shooting guard, small forward, power forward, depending on your site. We're rolling with Caleb Martin of Miami. So another team's going to be down some big guns here. Bam Adebayo already listed out. Tyler Hero remains out here for Miami. So somebody outside of Jimmy Butler has to provide some offense for this team, and Martin starting to show signs. We saw some huge games out of this guy last season when he got his opportunity, and we're getting to see some of that again this season. 24 points, 12 rebounds in his last game, both season highs for him, and that price barely moved. So that was an 8x return on DraftKings. Can he do that again? The 12 rebounds, probably an outlier, but I think the points are here to stay. I think the shot attempts will be there, and he does enough across the board. I do think we get another big return here on these low salaries. Caleb Martin, one of the better values here for Friday night. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. Before we do that, we want to run it back on our Beast of the Night contest. Free to play, easy to play, and most importantly, a thank you to you guys for hanging out here and supporting these videos. All you have to do, click that thumbs up button, then head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight. For my Beast of the Night, whoever's got the closest guess in fantasy points, you're going to win yourself a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play for Friday night. You know, Mass, Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We've saved you in a lot of spots so we could spend up here at point guard, shooting guard with Devin Booker of Phoenix, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, you talk about a team missing some big guns. No Kevin Durant. Bradley Beal remains out. Grayson Allen will also miss this game, so a ton of minutes, shots, usage already in play for Devin Booker is only going to get higher. And you talk about consistency. Devin Booker has been a model. Only one game this season as he dipped under 44 DraftKings points. We add the injuries with the additional usage. We add the total, 236.5, a 1.5 point spread as well. So it should be a close, competitive game. And the Kings, bottom 10 in defensive efficiency. Add it all up, I think Devin Booker, a 60 to 70 burger incoming. Devin Booker, easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it here for Friday night in the NBA. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for Devin Booker on FanDuel for your shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. Don't forget, check out that props and pick'em package, that link in the description of the video. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. NFL six packs are out. Check that out for week 14. Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio every Sunday night, 6 to 9 Eastern. Good luck tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist